All right. What's up, everybody? We are here, level 8 for Gamers Paradise 2. Matthew Papa has been busy this evening, so we're going to pick his brain and see what he can inform me about. So, um, last live, Tasha gets voted out. It's picked simulation. You are one of two people to pick Corruptor.
I should have been the only
But
one. The only one. Fucking Hannah. Anyways,
what went into that decision?
of Corruptor, because I knew that no one was gonna go for it. I mean, Hannah was supposed to go for CPU. So what I was hoping is that I had a default win. Because I would love a default win. And then Hannah said that she screwed up. I don't know if she actually did or not. I believe her, honestly. I do think she screwed up because she did say that we should have went for CPU. Um, but I was like, oh my god, like I think we should have someone in Corruptor just in the off chance. And like, well, here I am.
This is the second time for a simulation round where you're in an event and it's just you versus somebody else.
Got this. It's
How
time
are
to
you
win
feeling?
again.
Yeah. Do you think you have good odds against Hannah?
I don't know, because everyone was like, well, it's gonna be such a tough battle between you and Sean, and then I beat him by like 7 minutes. So I mean, I guess it depends on the comp, because like Hannah does more like Facebooky games, so like she's good at all the live night shit. Um, so I'm just like hoping I could beat her.
Now, what's going on strategically? Garrett, one CPU. Where's the game at?
A mess again. um, so last round, after Corruptor results, I went to Sean and I was like, pretty please keep me. I need to stay here. Because I couldn't have him voting me out, because like if he did, then I would have just been fucked and I would have went home. So he made this plan for this 5-person alliance. Me, him, excuse me, Sharonica, Benny, and Garrett. We're supposed to be like the final 5. So I was like, cool, whatever. Like, I'm obviously gonna work with Billy. So
What?
like, I'll be around
What did you do to
to get an
because like
alliance.
yeah, because like you were on the block. Like I don't see you being
I
like I need to get an alliance together. Like what
I
did
didn't.
you do
It was
to get yourself in an alliance to have everybody save you like literally with no debugs? Like what the fuck, Pop?
well, technically I had 1, but it was 0. Um, but I called Sean and I was like, please save me. I'm like, I'm indebted to you if you keep me. And then he's like, here's an alliance. Let me go talk to everyone. Because at first he was like, I'm not gonna stick my neck out there. Like, you need to like try to save yourself. Which, like, granted, I was gonna save myself anyways. Like, I would have just scurried around and got some votes. But like, he was like, we need to make this group and let me go talk to people. And then like 20 minutes later, Sharonica messaged me and she goes, I'm keeping you and so is Jackie. And are you down for that alliance? And I'm like, cool. Because like if you would have asked me the second that I lost Corruptor, I would have been like, oh, I was going home. Unanimously. Because I would have told Billy to vote me out. If that would have been the case. But like I was in an alliance. Everyone was voting to keep me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I should not be here right now. So yeah, I don't know. I am always just in the right spot at the right time. Things just magically keep happening for me. And I should have been gone round 4. Miss Kennedy got flung and Autumn quit. They saved me. And then I won and I won. So other than that,
You have like top-notch manifestation powers.
this luck be on my side, and she's normally never on my side.
So Garrett is CPU. How are you feeling with him in power? Do you feel like, oh fuck, I'm nervous? Or do you feel like, I think I'm gonna be a level 9?
I mean, I'm in that alliance with him, but that's not a thing anymore. But Garrett has told me like 3 times now that he wants to go to the end with me. And the first time he said it, he mentioned because it's going to be hard for for people to want to vote for me in the end. And he said it's something like along those lines. So I just took it as like Garrett thinks I'm an easy beat in the end, like cool, whatever. I said that to him and he's like, I never said that. And I was like, you implied that. So I mean, I think it's stupid if he puts me up and sends me home because like, especially with him floating the fact that he wants Sean gone, like he's already has a target on his back now. So it's like keeping me as like kind of the target in front of him, which like it's not. Like he's gonna get targeted before me. Like thank you for digging your own grave. But I think I'll be fine. I mean, he came to me with the idea after I was like, well, Sean's a little upset with you. And I mean, he already told Sharonica and Jackie that like Sean's going up. So it's like, I don't think he'll put me up also. And if Sean's on the block, Hannah's not going to use the veto or the corruptor, another rely. So if I don't go up initially, I think I'm fine.
Now, because Garrett has said that he wants to target Sean, right?
Yes.
You win corruptor. You still have a relationship with Sean. Does that put you in a tricky position? Like, would you consider saving Sean, or would you like where would you be at with that power and all these eyes on you?
Oh, so I haven't gotten into this. So when I went to Garrett and I was like, what the fuck did you do? After Sean was like, I'm upset with Garrett. Garrett was like, well, I made this deal that I was going to nom Hannah and Billy, and then I would have had to backdoor you. And I said, who wanted that? And he said that Sean floated out the idea of backdooring me and all this stuff. So if Sean's on the block and I win my little corruptor, I'm going to be like, oh. So with this power that I have, I'm going to save myself from being backdoored and shut the box. Thank you. But I ain't using it. I'm sorry. Sean could go. This is the perfect opportunity. I did not think we were going to have an opportunity this early to get rid of Sean. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to ride this 5 out to 5.
Were you expecting the Power Rangers to be and then you'd have to like try to figure out how you're going to get them out?
So I was hoping it was like them and Billy, because like I'm trying to drag Billy as long as I can. So that's why I was like, Billy, like I'm good, don't fuck it up. Because then like me, Garrett, and Billy could have like tried to make the move on Sean. But I just assumed that like Hannah was gonna go and then Romeo, and then it was gonna be like, oh no, Sean flipped because of Jackie or whatever. Because like I know that there's never a point where they're gonna vote each other unless they have to. So like I think they stopped with the narrative of like we're playing different games because like everyone kind of realizes that they're playing together. Which, like I said, whenever I found out that they were a married couple, they always say that they play different games and they never do. So yeah, Sean could go. Goodbye.
So your like story with Sharonica is like hilarious.
I love her.
It went from like, oh hey, it's you, Papa. Hey, it's you, Sharonica, to like, I don't trust Sharonica with your, Mean Girls crew. They're out. You kind of don't talk. You win power. She says she's not gonna kiss ass. You said,
I said, I'm not asking you to kiss my ass.
Yeah. And then I guess like y'all started talking again, and you find yourself.
Oh, she came and kissed ass.
And then I find y'all on call today, and she's like telling you tea that she hears, whether it's true or not, but she's still spilling tea. So tell me a little bit about this relationship and where you see it going. Do you see like her being a benefit to your game in the future, or do you still see her as somebody who, as long as you give me information, I'm gonna keep it at arm's length type of
thing? So I told Garrett this. I said once, because I feel like Sharonica is really connected to both Sean and Jackie, like individually. And I feel like in the Power Ranger group, like the 3 is definitely like Benny, Sean, and Sharonica, and they're connected because of Sean. And I mean, even Sharonica said it herself. She's like close to Sean. So I want Sharonica in the game, but without Sean, because I feel like she will grasp to me because she wants someone that's like a bigger threat than her. Sorry, hold on, I'm reading a message. She wants like a bigger threat than her, so she could like hide herself, which like mood. But like I don't know. I think she's a decent ally, especially now, because like the lines are kind of drawn or whatever. Well, they're not because people think I'm with them and I'm not. But if Sean goes, she like we're already trying to make plans about what to do next round, and like she's already trying to like fully grasp onto me and like make it known that like me and Jackie are her too. So like I don't know. I want to work with her for now, but I don't want to take her to the end. Because like she has like the best case to win in the end. Like this girl is actively vocal, not afraid to call people out, and then makes it to the end.
So I know it's hard to like plan for the future. You don't know what fucking level's coming up. You know,
I barely thought I had a future.
yeah, exactly. You thought your future was bleak, and here you are, like, not, I don't want to say kingpin position, but like you're like not, your name is not being brought up right now in terms of like, it's very, at least from Garrett's perspective, from what I've been hearing, at least y'all's conversation, it's you're not on the tip of his tongue. So do you feel confident that your past is behind you and you actually have equity to go deep and eventually even win this?
So I think it'll be very hard to win. But I do think all the messy shit that happened the first like 3.5 rounds, I definitely think I've shown that I like pushed it completely off and like, oh, I'm willing to work with anyone, blah 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 blah. Because I mean, like people have been like, oh, like you're definitely probably one of the most open people in this later half of the game, which like I wanted to make myself seem that way because like I mean I really did need people, but I mean it's opened up doors, and I feel like now people are kind of looking at Billy over me, and like now they're gonna start looking at Garrett over me, and it's like as long as there's people in front of me, excuse me, that are like targeted before me, it pushes me as a 1 or 2 more rounds forward that I need to set up like another person to be pushed in front of me. Because I mean, like, you would have told me round 3, like I was going home round 4, I would have believed you. And here we are, round 8 going into round 9, or round 9 going whatever wherever the fuck we are. And I'm still here. I don't know. I think that there's a chance that I can make it to like 6. But from there, I don't know. It depends on who's there, like kind of what's the plan, because like I definitely don't feel like I'm complete number ones with anyone, but I don't feel I'm like number 1 targets of anyone anymore. Which like granted, if I am, like cool, people can come for me all they want. But I've stayed and I'll stay again.
Honestly, Papa, just that you still being here, awesome. Like watching you play has been fantastic. It was nice seeing you with like, you know, your gaggle of girls doing the whole petty bullshit. I love that. I've seen myself in that position as well, but I feel like since that story's over, I've been able to see you like really, I don't know, like spread your wings, because you could have easily, like you said, you could have easily been Brandon. You know what I mean? You could have easily been Tasha, like just out right afterward, and you're still here. So kudos to you. Peace signs up.
You have to know how to play a game, girl. And some people don't know how to play a game.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what you're gonna do in the future. This game's gonna be over very quickly, like a week and a half.
Like 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. Do you have anything else you want to mention that I didn't touch on at all?
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
I love Billy. Billy, I know you're not watching this because I, as an orger, don't watch other people's confessionals. I love you. I'm sorry that I'm going to say this, but you are so damn emotional. Like, girl, you need to get your head out of your ass sometimes. Like, This is gonna be so bad. I'm like low-key like emotionally manipulating him. When I was like, I stayed here, I didn't quit for you. That was like a bold-faced lie. I just wanted to not use the power. And I realized with like Billy, you have to like very emotionally stride for what you want. Um, so I'm getting kind of tired of it. Um, so I kind of want the power back so he can go home. But I'm not actively pushing for him to go. But I'm over his antics. But hopefully now that like almost all of his like other allies are gone, he'll just fully stick with me. Because like I just can't anymore.
Do you still do you think when push comes to shove, Billy will use the power to help your game the further along it goes?
To help my game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because he's like, oh, like, I mean, if there's ever a time that we're both in the block, like, I'm definitely using it. I'm like, yeah. And he was going to use it on me whenever it was me and Tasha, but granted, he just wanted it because, like, it was both of us. But he told me if there's ever a point where I'm on the block and he's not, and I think I'm going home to tell him and he'll use it. Because he's like, it's still you. He's like, it's still your power. I just wanted to hold on to it because my ego. He's like, but I'll use it whenever you want. And I'm like,
Not that I paid you for this, but it's still yours, baby.
oh, well, see, that's just my magic.
Just to pop away. Yeah. Okay. You're good for level 8, Papa.
Hot. Okay, thank you.